Hey guys, it is NCS Fan 001 here, welcoming you back to Fallout Cookbook Recipes. Man, it has been a long time since I've made one, but this is the first one I'm doing in my new apartment in South Carolina. And today, as a 10th sort of anniversary video of this, as well as a chance to right some wrongs from the past when I outright failed miserably at a handful of the recipes, we're going to be remaking Nuka Cola in hopefully the correct way this time. So, we are excited to bring you the entire line of Nuka Cola products. Although we wanted to share the official secret recipe, including all 17 different fruits, we were unable to settle some legal differences between Vault-Tec and the Nuka Cola Corporation. However, we've put our best scientists to the task and have come up with that cold, refreshing Nuka Cola taste with 566% more efficient use of fruit. Consider it our gift to you. This recipe is considered easy, takes 12 hours to prep, 30 minutes to cook, serves 15 to 20 people, pairs well with the Dusty Brahmin burgers, which I'm actually going to be making soon because it requires Nuka Cola barbecue sauce. That's going to be another soon recipe. It gives us +1 endurance for 30 minutes. It's going to require 2 cups of water, 3 cups of sugar, the zest and juice of half a lime, half a lemon, and half an orange, a cinnamon stick, 3 cardamom pods, a half teaspoon of coriander seed, 2 star anise, a 1/4 cup of browning sauce, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So, for those of you guys who remember the first time I did this, I messed it up horribly. Just because I didn't really know what I was doing and I didn't have all the right tools, and I tried to make a double batch for some odd reason. So yeah, that was the first time I did this. I made my own mistakes there. But for this one, since the first step is to combine the water, sugar, the zests, the cinnamon stick, the cardamom pods, the coriander seed, and the star anise, I am going to need to do the zesting of the fruits and then juice them afterwards. So it's going to be a little while till I get back to you guys, but I'll be back as soon as I can. Okay, so now that I have done all of that, the next step is to combine the water, the sugar, the 3 different kinds of zest, the cinnamon stick, the cardamom pods, the coriander seeds, and the star anise into a large saucepan and place over medium to high heat. Whisk until the sugar has dissolved and then bring to a boil. Once it boils, reduce the heat to low and simmer it for 10 minutes. So, now we just got to combine all the ingredients. I've already put in 2 of the cups of sugar, just because that was easier because I only have 1 measuring cup. So we're going to add in the 3rd cup of sugar. We're going to need the measuring cup again in a little while though. Oh, come on. There we go. So sugar's in. Then we need the 3 different kinds of zest. Doesn't that look so much better now that I actually have the equipment needed to do this kind of stuff? It actually came out a lot. I mean, it came out much better than before. Like before, I think I used part of a cheese grater to do it, which it came out okay that way. It obviously wasn't great though. So after we add in the zest, then we need the cinnamon stick right here. Then the next one is the cardamom pods right here. Only 3 little cardamom pods. I didn't have these last time. And then we need the coriander seeds, which I haven't poured yet, and the star anise. These things were horrible to try to find. I could never find them at Kroger all my time up in Cincinnati, and then I found them in a buy-low down here in South Carolina of all places. Sorry about the cut there. It sounds like someone's cutting the grass outside. So now we just need the, what is it, a half teaspoon of coriander seed. And I'm going ahead and starting up the stove. I know this isn't technically a saucepan, but it's the closest thing I've got to one. So, yeah, deal with it. I really don't care what people think. Because to be completely honest, I think the reason you guys watch this is because I'm terrible at everything and you like to laugh at my failures. So, these are coriander seeds. I didn't have these last time either, so I was missing a bunch of the ingredients last time. So now that they're all in, we're going to whisk this and once we put it on top of the stove. So we're going to whisk it, and then we let it sit for 10 minutes once it has all been dissolved. My stove is much better here, actually. It's cooks a lot faster than the old one. At the very least, it heats up a lot faster. Well, that's not quite zoomed in enough. There we go, that's better. Alrighty, this is definitely looking better than last time, partially because I didn't attempt to make a double batch, which was a really dumb idea on my part because I didn't think it was going to make that much, and I kind of underestimated what 3 cups of sugar and 2 cups of water would look like, plus all the spices. So yeah, that was all on me last time. So I'm not going to bore you guys with this. I'm going to finish whisking everything in. Then we're going to bring it down to simmer for 10 minutes once it is boiled a little bit. So yeah, I will see you guys in a few minutes. Well, like probably 15. Okay, so now that the simmering and basically cooking is done, this thing is looking pretty good actually compared to the last time. It definitely looks better. It has a good flavor to it, like I stuck my finger in once it had stopped boiling. I'm not that stupid, even though you guys probably think it sometimes. Anyway, I have done all that, so our next step is to strain it into an airtight container, which is going to be this one. Now I'm a little bit concerned that the zest isn't a problem. I think it might actually be okay if it gets in. Well guys, if that's not just about the most accurate representation of both my life and my attempts to cook, then I don't know what actually would be better. Oh god, now, you know, again, that would happen. I can't make one of these videos without something stupid or something going horribly wrong. I was able to salvage some of it. There's also now some coriander seeds and a cinnamon stick in there, but I'll just deal with that at a later point. I'm literally going to have to remake this a third time at some point down the line and actually try to do it better, like without this colossal failure. And actually, I don't even know if I'm going to have enough now to make the other recipes I want to do, so I might have to make another batch in the next couple days, to be honest. Oh boy, but the next step is to add in all the juices, which came out perfectly fine, of course. We're supposed to mix that in, and then we're also supposed to mix in the tablespoon of the vanilla extract and a 1/4 cup of browning sauce. Now, since there's hardly anything left, I'm only going to put in a little bit of each. Again, you know, that's what happens when I attempt to cook something. Most of the time is something goes colossally wrong. And in that case, it was me not being smart enough to remember, hey dummy, this thing isn't secured. Well, regardless, now it sits in the fridge for 12 hours until we can serve it, or up to 2 weeks, so I'll be back tomorrow. Alright guys, it has now been more than a week since that hilariously colossal failure in an attempt to make Nuka Cola and spilling everything everywhere. I hope you guys enjoyed that part of the video because I did not enjoy cleaning it up, and I hope you will leave likes and favorites and subscriptions and such to help me get money for more cleaning supplies, because that was not the easiest thing to clean up. Anyway, the final step of our Nuka Cola drink is to combine 1 cup of seltzer water with ice and 5 to 7 tablespoons of Nuka Cola syrup, then stir it all together. So we are going to do 6 tablespoons because it is right in the center. Now thankfully, if this spills everywhere, at least it's not boiling hot like the last one was. And I gotta say, it's looking good. I think it's gonna end up being pretty good. So I will be back with you guys in a second once I've poured all 6 in. Alright guys, all 6 are in, so we're just gonna stir this up. Nice and fizzy, and now just pour it on into the cup of ice. That's going to slip out if I'm not careful. Put that in the sink. Oh no, well, it's not like hasn't been enough sugar spilling throughout this kitchen in the last few weeks. So I will be back for a taste test in just a moment once I've cleaned up yet another mess, because I can't seem to do anything correctly when it comes to cooking. So as you guys can see, in this new apartment, I don't have the whole giant kitchen countertop area that I had before, but I still love the apartment anyway. So this is correctly made Nuka Cola. I'm sure I followed the recipe exactly on this, so I really hope I finally got it right. That's good. That's very good. That tastes how I would have expected it to. It's very sweet, got plenty of sweetness to it, but some of that sweetness comes from the natural sweetness of the fruit because there's orange, lemon, and lime in this. So it's sort of like a fruity Coca-Cola, to be fair. Like, it's just sort of a fruity Coca-Cola that's not quite as sweet as regular Coke or Pepsi, but it's actually very, very good. This was made pretty well, if I do say so myself. I finally did something right on this cooking show, if you want to call it that. So I'm going to finish this up because this is very good. Like I said, it tastes, like I said, like a slightly less sweet and slightly more fruity Coke or Pepsi. So I hope you guys enjoyed the return to cooking videos. The next one is going to be a short remake of Nuka Cherry, and then we'll get back to some new recipes. So see you guys then.